Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to return back to Poland and take a look at one of their single meal kits. Now this one is the S-R-5, so menu number 5. So let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. So, as you can see, I now have here on the table this Polish single meal S-R-5 or menu 5. It has a list of contents in Polish, English and I think French. So this one is meat and barley groats with a poultry pate, some biscuits, and it goes down with a full long list, which is always handy to know. The bag is very similar to the Lithuanian bag, but I think it's a bit bigger. They seem to have more contents in them, and also the same consistency and thickness of the USMRE bag. So no easy open tear strips on this one, so we'll just bring in the trusty friend and we'll just slit across the top. Try and keep it as neat as I can. So, let's see what this pack actually contains. Now, it's packed in very tightly, giving me a bit of difficulty getting them all out. Very impressive looking contents already. Oh, and I'm dropping them on the floor. That was the biscuit, so we're okay, they're not going to break. So, first off, we have the meat. So, the meat with barley groats, the mains. So that's the mains. We have a nice little accessory pack, which we shall have a quick look at now while we're here. So we have with that a wet nap, a couple of candies, a coffee and an orange vitamin C tablet or vitamin C sweet. We have some xylitol gum, some salt and some pepper. There is a little bag, spare bag, Ziploc bag for either rubbish or spares, and a couple of packets of napkins or TPs, whatever the need first arrives. So nice little accessory pack there. We also have a couple of the SU1, same as the Lithuanian, extremely hard, extremely difficult to bite crackers. As I say, I've just dropped one of those and not a single sign that that's happened. We have a different looking spoon. This is a clear plastic spoon. First time I've seen one of those actual spoons. And a little napkin. There is a straw, drinking straw, McDonald's style drinking straw. I think this must be the pate. So there's a pate. We also have a, I think this is dried fruit, freeze-dried fruits. And there is an isotonic drinks powder. Obviously, seal in the bag, drink with the straw. And I think we have a lime energy type cereal bar. And of course, last but not least, the flameless ration heater in its sleeve. So, once again, very impressive set of contents. Let's get them all on the tray. So, let's get these out on the tray and see what they look and taste like. So, as you can see, I now have here laid out on the tray the contents of this Polish single meal, the S-R-5. One thing I notice is there's no coffee, there is just a cold drink. Now this is the isotonic powder, it's all in Polish. I'll try and pause that there for the Polish viewers out there. I know quite a few Polish people enjoy these videos, but I cannot see an actual identifying flavour on that. So I'm just going to have to open it and go with my own taste buds. It does say it's an isotonic drink. It has been designed to be filled up to the line, 250 millilitres of water, shake, seal and use the straw that came with it, but because I can and because I have, I'm going to use a glass here. It's nicer, easier for demonstration purposes. Now this is about a 300 odd ml glass, so nearly full glass, we have a look at the spoon. This is the first time I've seen these clear plastic spoons. So it's a large, reasonable strength clear plastic spoon. First one of those I've actually come across, and a little napkin there. Should put to one side in case we need that. And using this new spoon, we'll just mix this isotonic drinks powder, which is a very fine yellow looking powder. So I'm assuming it's a sort of lemony. I'll give it as near to 250 milliliter guess as I think. Good mix. It's taking its time to dissolve in there. It feels like it's gone now. Just give that a spoon a rinse. We also have, moving along, some of the dried fruit, freeze dried fruit. I've had this before. Usually very nice, very tasty, good way of preserving fruit. Again, everything is Ziploc bag sealed, so there's a nice portion of mixed dried fruits there, mainly berries and some banana and apple I think. So I'll just put a few of those in the tray. I don't need them all, that is only about half there, so I'll just put the rest to one side. Oh, we have the SU1 rusks, panzer plates, panzer crackers, teeth breakers, you name it, lots of names, but they're well known. I must confess, a lot of these European rations contain these. They're not my favourite. I do find them difficult to eat, difficult to chew, but they have got the little caraway seeds in there. I'll just put those on there. There's a 2-pack, but you do get 2 packs of 2. I'm not going to need both of them, must move one out of the way. We'll have a look at the poultry pate, chicken pate. So we'll just open that up there. So, typical styled pate. A little bit of room. Now, I've had these cereal bars before, but not in this particular flavour. This particular one is lime flavour, so it's a new flavour for me. Usually covered in sugar paper, and again it is. Looks a little bit thicker than the last ones I had, but same style. So a little lime flavoured cinnamon bar. Sorry, energy bar. And looks like last but not least we have the mains, which I've boiled in a pan of hot water for about 10 minutes. Now this is meat with barley groats. I've had a look at the translation, it says both pork and beef, so 2 meats in there. Now I've just got to watch this don't explode and go all over me. It has been boiling, it opens nicely. There's a nice smell emanating from that. And again, I think for demonstration purposes, and because it's very, very hot, I'm going to bring in a bowl just to scoop those contents out a little. Now again, a lot of the European rations seem to have these groats and meat, or barley and meat, but they're very different from country to country in their quality. I've had some absolutely awful tasting ones. I think Kazakhstan, in my opinion, was absolutely awful. That was supposed to be barley and meat, but it looked nothing like this. That was grey. This actually looks tasty and enjoyable. The smell also coming from there is far better. So I think we shall start with the what I think is the lemon isotonic drink. It's certainly got the yellow hint of colour. Definitely lemon. Definitely isotonic. I'm not a fan of these true isotonic drinks. There seems to be a thickness to them, a slimy thickness, which I don't find particularly pleasant, but the flavour is delicate. It's not overly sweet. You can feel those isotonic powders in a form of thickening. You know it does you good. You can just feel it as you drink it. Not a fan of the texture, but it is a nice, pleasant, lemon flavoured drink there. I think we should go off and have a look at the pate. So just clean that spoon down a little bit. I'm just taking a little bit of pate. I actually got a bit of the groats there, but nice, smooth, creamy, very gentle, very delicate liver background flavour. Not overpowering with liver. It is there, delicate in the background. There is other meats in there clearly. Let's can try a little bit with these infamous hard tack biscuits. Very hard. I've given up trying to bite them with my teeth now. I find they're much better if you break them into a mouth-sized portion and then use it for whatever you want to use it for. Is the best way of protecting your teeth. So a nice good blob there of the pate. Perfect. There's a backing biscuit for the pate. It's a nice enjoyable pate. I do wish you'd see different variants of bread. Very difficult to break in these rations. Polish, Lithuanian, Kazakhstan, Russian, a lot of them have these hard tack biscuits. I find them very repetitive, very difficult to eat, but they serve a purpose. Certainly I don't think they'll ever go off. I think they're like the old ship's biscuits of the old 1700s, the hard tack ship's biscuits. They'd probably last 15 years in a barrel. Very, very hard. Basic wheat cracker. Still find it difficult to chew. Good, tasty chicken, poultry and liver pate. Excuse me, I'm just making sure I protect my teeth there as I finish that off. Moving on to the mains now. Now this is barley groats with meat. As you can see, there is like some pearl barley. There is different types of meat. It does say pork and beef, and looking at it there's two distinct colours. One is very dark, I think that would be the beef, and at the side here there's a lighter piece of pork. So let's try the piece of pork first. Soft, well cooked, don't need a lot of chewing, just flakes in your mouth. Same with the beef now. Try a piece of the beef. Exactly the same, well cooked, stringy. Even if you was using false teeth dentures or you had no teeth at all, you could still break that meat up with the use of your gums. It is that soft. Let's try some of the groats now, or the barley. For me, all of these Polish rations seem to be a little bit light on the salt and the pepper. That's not a criticism. The flavour is there. There is certainly lots of flavour in this one, but for me, I just enjoy a little bit more seasoning, so I'm going to add the salt and black pepper. Probably that the Polish government deliberately underflavour them so the troops can make their own mind up how little or how much they want. But I would certainly be adding the salt and pepper on most of these items. So try again. Now it's salted and peppered. My personal taste, that is much improved. Salt and pepper, the universal seasoning, brings out the flavours of virtually every dish, and it's so evident when it don't appear to be there at the start. But now, meaty, filling, tasty, a little bit dry. This pearl barley seems to have absorbed all of the moisture, but what moisture there is, certainly lots of flavour, lots of taste. I'm just going to try a little bit of the pate with the barley. So a bit of pate on the spoon there. That does give a Another dimension, another flavour. The liver is not overpowering, so it goes nice in the main dish. The two together complement each other really well. Enjoyable way, getting more calorific value into the dish and enjoy the pate as well. Another mouth cleanser. We'll take a look at these dried fruits now. I think there are strawberries, banana, apple, pineapple, plums in there. So obviously a strawberry. Strange feeling. Dehydrated fruit. It reconstitutes. It almost goes back like into a fruit in your mouth. It has that fresh fruit flavour. That was apple, pineapple. I think that's a cherry, black cherry. Nice, enjoyable piece of apple. Some of the fruits are a little bit tart, just like the original berries would have been. Very nice, very enjoyable way of eating some fruit. Finally, take a look at this lime cereal bar, rice paper both sides. Just eat that. I'll just peel a little bit of it away so you can see the actual heavily grained, heavy fibred fruit bar there. Chewy, slightly tart. Unusual to have lime in a cereal bar, but it is quite tasty. It's got a little bit of citrus to it, a little bit of citric bite. It's an unusual flavour, but enjoyable. Not a flavour I would have thought of putting in one of these bars, but it does work. A new flavour, new taste, pleasantly enjoyable, nice, sweet, lime flavoured energy bar. Just one more quick sip of the juice. It is a good palate cleanser. We'll have a look at the wet nap. I'm a little bit sticky there from that fruit bar. Standard sort of wet nap, hasn't got a lot of strength to it. Slight smell of lemon, of kitchen cleaner style lemon. So everyone knows what that smells like. But slightly damp, not excessively strong, not excessively wet. Leaves a very delicate lemon flavour scent on your hands. Nothing too overpowering. So that is the contents of this Polish S-R-5. There is 2 sweets left. I've had these many times before. I am going to finish this again. This is around lunchtime, so this will become my lunch, so I'll save those for after. The coffee sweets are dark, they're large. Many times I've had before. Good taste of coffee, one of the best coffee flavoured candies out there. And likewise, this is an orange vitamin C candy. Again, hard-boiled sweet, but not as hard as the coffee. Tends to be a little bit more chewy on the inside, but again, a nice orange flavoured candy. But apart from that, this was the entire contents of this Polish S-R-5 menu 5 single ration. Overall, great tasting components. Not got an issue with eating any of those. Prefer not to keep receiving these rock hard biscuits, but apart from that, a very nice, tasty all-round ration, and one I'd certainly be happy to have again. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.